That's also why I love and now, I will Ah, so that's what you... Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now. So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura... A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet. How much effort from a purely... Nahida wouldn't feel the same...
Do you not realize? Lowly creature.
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was... All those losses were...
This is no wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of Wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence. Unsubstantiated. This is where everything ends, Booer. The God of Wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Churn! Frostbite, cool it!
Let's
perish! What's the hurry? Feeble human!
propagate!
Freeze! Futile!
Ready, steady,
At my command, you shall fall!
begin.
Churn! Nowhere to run! Feeble human! Surrender! Through me, justice is served! My endless cycle begins! Guilty! You stay condemned! Insignificant pest!
This one will be frozen.
I'll protect us.
At my command, you shall fall! Insignificant pest!
Well played. Nowhere to run. Judgment is upon you. Your penance is due. Guilty.
Sure!
Your penance is due. Guilty.
My endless cycle begins!
Stronger than I anticipated.
Let the show begin.
Feeble human!
Cool it. Don't get frostbite.
Spring forth! Propagate!
Surrender.
Perish!
Your sins weigh
At
upon
my
your soul.
command, you shall fall!
Your penance is due.
Come on! We can do it!
Insignificant pest!
Scatter!
Feeble human!
Dodge this.
Propagate!
Insignificant pest!
Nowhere to run.
My endless cycle begins!
Surrender.
Insignificant
So
pest!
sorry. Through me, justice is served. Guilty. Your penance is due. Guilty.
Sure!
Scatter!
At my command, you shall fall! Insignificant pest!
Freeze. Don't get frostbite. Nowhere to run.
Ready, steady, go!
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due. You stand condemned.
My endless
penance is
cycle begins! Insignificant pest!
Propagate!
Surrender! Judgment is upon you. Guilty! Your penance is due!
At my command, you shall fall!
You stand condemned! A tough crowd.
Dodge this! Perish!
Let's dance!
Feeble human!
Come on! We can do it!
Insignificant pest!
What's the hurry?
My endless cycle begins!
Cool it! Nowhere to run!
Scatter! Let the show begin. Hi?
Kneel! Push your luck.
Go, Barbara, go!
Burn to oblivion!
Futile!
Kneel!
Pointless.
Let's dance!
Reality is pain! This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me? just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sabzeruz festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god. Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you.
Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you, the first sage of Booer.
I am the all-knowing God!
Make yourselves at home!
Burn to oblivion!
Don't get frostbite.
Dodge this! Kneel!
Don't wish your luck.
Spring forth! Scatter!
Cool it. Nowhere to run.
Hey!
Tremble!
Everyone hold hands!
Reality is pain! Good riddance, cruel world.
Utah!
I see everything!
Dodge this!
What's the hurry?
Your new god awakens! Now, Your eyes have been opened.
Hey!
Kneel!
Surrender!
Reality?
Surrender!
Is pain!
I see everything!
Burn to oblivion! Kneel!
I'll protect us. Really hurt.
Humans. Filthy humans. No! Wait! Please! Anything but the Gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
This is...
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Huh. This sure seems very different from what Paimon...
Yes, that is our destination. But... forbidden knowledge? You're forbidden knowledge then. But I'm afraid it is...
So...
Yes. She didn't complete the way that everyone...
Aw, do you...
I'm just... sharing her pain. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for... Yes, but now we can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet, and then we'll let each of us meet even with the Gnosis' protection. We must always... Don't worry, it should be...
Are we? In the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards. If we lose control over our consciousness, we will...
Wow. What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Cool it! Futile! Surrender! Freeze! Futile! Cool it! Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due! Guilty! Your penance is due! You stand condemned! A tough crap. This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge the... Well played. Judgment is upon you. Well played. Come at me again.
Let the show begin. Oh. Ready, steady, go! Let's dance!
Surrender!
Propagate!
Nowhere to run! Freeze! Surrender! Nowhere to run!
Scatter!
Cool it! Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due. Guilty. You stand condemned. Freeze. Futile.
Scatter! Spring forth!
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this.
Let the show begin.
Through me, justice is served. Your penance is due. Guilty. Your penance is due. You stand condemned.
Propagate!
Cool it.
La 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 la. I'll protect us.
Dodge this. Judgment is upon you. Your penance is due. Guilty. Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Guilty. Your penance is due. Cool it. Don't get frostbite. Surrender.
Scatter! Germinate!
Nowhere to run.
Look! A falling sigil has appeared in the sky! Propagate! the show begin.
Nowhere to run! Futile! Cool it! Through me, justice is served. Guilty!
Propagate! Ah!
This moment will be frozen in time. Free!
Ready, steady, go!
Nowhere to run! Judgment is upon you. Your penance is due! You stand condemned! Your penance is due! Guilty! Your penance is due! Futile!
Dodge this!
Surrender! Your sins weigh upon your soul! Guilty! You stand condemned! Your penance is due! You stand condemned! Guilty!
Let's dance!
Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
Scatter! Spring forth!
Nowhere to run! Judgment is upon you! I'm used to it. Your penance...
Come on! We can do it!
Dodge this!
Propagate!
Cool it!
Let the show begin.
Surrender!
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
Oh,
Your sins weigh upon your soul. You stand condemned. Guilty. Your penance is due. Guilty. Futile.
ah! Ha! Oh, pink!
Surrender.
Scatter!
Judgment is upon you. Your penance is due. You stand condemned.
Steady, go!
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
We changed direction.
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, the bolt of conscience... be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling?
Huh? But everything's been...
Hopefully there won't be any more interruption.
Are you saying you've never...
No. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job.
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's... So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord...
Is that... me? Are you... Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same. Because you are me. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara...
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow. I'm merely the remaining Judging from your appearance, but you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true...
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. When a branch grows into a mature tree...
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, it's also precisely why you won't become like me. But perhaps you may become an even... I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to, along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You...
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of...
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact... It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
The feeling is mutual.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Khaenri'ah. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago.
So what exactly is
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even the world is constantly rejecting it, leading to... If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Teyvat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the...
At that time, I knew I couldn't, which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all of the forbidden, but... things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. And then... I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul from the very beginning.
Oh no. I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have...
Yes, but my feelings weren't... Even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist and there's no way for me to eliminate myself. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wait, no, I can't.
So you realize Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've removing me from Irminsul means... But... this is the only way to...
People love you so much and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. How can we just... Is there really no other way?
You're the god of wisdom, Buer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this...
No need to feel so sad, Buer. As these are the words in their entirety. Let the world... We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. We've just saved the world, right? So what? I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. Just now, we used the power of Tunoden. We removed the remaining pollution from Merman Soul.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there?
Huh? That sound. Traveler! Paimon!
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance.
The doctor! What a—
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. This is the only thing of interest I found among the... Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything...
Negotiate with me?
I left Sumeru. Even the God of Wisdom...
You mean...
An astute... Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of time. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's an insult to the very life inherent.
Indeed, it's...
Since you were in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Teyvat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the God of Wisdom. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your part. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a Gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a Gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think this is the end? I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your Dendrognosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there? Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the God of Wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Together! Okay. Wake her up. Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Come on, Traveler, let's go!
Sure, the little girl must be leaving soon.
Looks like you're awake. Yep, yep.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have it.
It's nice to have you here so we can eat something.
Well, now that I've recovered from Elazar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can eat.
And Paimon bets they're all delicious.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up. So, we're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Cyno's reinstatement as the General Mahamatra. As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing. Sometimes I'm really envious of strong and confident people.
Oh, anyway, let's go to the Grand...
Oh, before you leave, be sure to...
Tighnari!
Good morning. How do you... I'm recovering well. Thanks for...
But from the looks of it, you seem to be...
It's fine. I'm not that busy. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better...
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We Forest Rangers...
By the way, we have some good news.
This news is hardly new. He had...
Huh? You mean he was already...
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just...
And you probably already know all about the celebration...
Celebration feast?
Huh? But didn't Nilou say in her letter...
Perhaps.
Come to think of it, Cyno doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast. You and Kale are both Cyno's close friends.
Kala has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have to... You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Huh?
Yes, Lesser Lord Kusanali in her boundless mercy has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidya forest. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of wisdom had begun to shine once again. As a result, work has increased for the Forest Rangers.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out. Would that be okay?
You've recovered well. You may go, but be careful.
Yay!
For the next interview, I think I'll start with these questions. The rainforest is the best place to live. For the next interview, I think I'll start with these questions. The rainforest is the best place to live.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished telling things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. Hey, Nilou! Traveler, Paimon! We got your letters, and here we are! You're the best! The other guests haven't even replied yet. Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived? Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important, Nilou is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all. You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilou's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste, because Paimon thinks
That's right. We all think Nilou is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense! It is not for us to determine the value, but in...
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone. I'm satisfied just being able to perform here. And that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered? If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here. We can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going now. As for Cyno, we've only heard that he appears. I'm not too sure. As for Dunyarzad,
I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter.
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler. Dad, let me look at We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there. Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems, but you're already the second group of people I've seen looking.
Oh? Who else?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way. We're strictly...
Ah, I see.
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there! But it looks like...
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it...
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already...
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Cave. Huh.
Maybe it's because...
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you as well as I...
Ugh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing it.
Well, then...
Are you And don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project?
Don't get me started.
So, what great building did our master...
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve...
I was in the desert, which is truly... Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many...
Ha! And you...
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage.
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Hey, Alhaitham!
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
Some errands for Nilou. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilou said she...
If she addressed the letter to Alhaitham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had.
Have you always been so...
Of course not.
Tighnari told them...
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes. At least, it's said that when the numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded, only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6 great schools have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the Academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with among the 6. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned.
So who's managing things in the...
Yes.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connect...
Yes, about that. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the Academia.
Huh? But...
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages.
Oh, all right.
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important... and the first...
By the way...
Do we look like...
Paimon doesn't know. That's why...
His name is Kaveh. My roommate. You could... Which is exactly why...
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change.
Such is the work of the act...
Well, anyway...
Alright.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could...
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
It's been a while.
Dinyarzad! It's been so long since we've seen...
I'm doing well. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about...
Yeah!
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia?
I guess I'm just used to calling...
Resignation?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you wish to continue.
I'm not a woman. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time for me to get...
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a...
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just...
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me...
Well, I remember...
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that.
We just came from talking with all...
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the...
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham told me that now was a good time to find a job in the Academia.
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look great dressed up as a scholar.
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. Alhaitham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he suggested I find some work in...
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, because you're super...
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they... In fact,
Even if being a mercenary,
a lion has to return.
I don't want...
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not once the whole dendro... But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work.
Huh?
Well, no, not yet.
So, have...
Oh,
She heard that you...
Huh. My lady has been
right. And we tend to leave quite early in the morning.
So what it...
I bet the letter...
No wonder there was...
sorry to...
It must be something important.
Yes!
Great! I'll be sure...
Count me in, too. But is there some sort of...
Since it's being organized by...
All right, then.
The feast will be held in 2 days!
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Oh, but...
The General Mahama...
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru village. As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. Don't mention it. You better...
All right, I'm torn. It's been a while since we last visited our... Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tighnari agreed to let us...
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as...
And Tighnari...
That's good to hear.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
but why are you...
I'm meeting some people.
Oh,
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the... But you know one of the people...
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert.
Raman!
Oh,
Oh, well...
Don't worry, these are our
I see.
I'm doing well.
Same here.
Oh, tell us...
Yeah.
All right, well, I suppose I've decided to leave.
What?
It's not that I will no longer pursue research. I plan to leave.
Wow.
Sataria will be... She can't teach everyone.
Yes, that is the true meaning.
The people of King Desh, the stars have always...
No, please. Where's all of this come?
You deserve...
Sataria's idea will bring much good to...
At first, as you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were... Sataria. Sataria. Why... These words sparked something, and I gathered up the courage to approach...
Azar has received much needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have...
Lord Sino helped me obtain My plan was able to go...
You're all doing...
Aside from that, I also...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the academia, and sent them to...
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and...
Apart from this, we must be persistent about...
This is the... Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle. I hope people with wisdom...
Enough about us.
No, not at all. Neither wanted to... A celebration feast at the feast will also be... Although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated. Paimon thought you would only start work...
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've heard.
Tighnari was right. He really...
This feast is for you.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino.
No, not really. But...
Well, I still have a lot to handle here.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join the messages. I'm sorry for how I treated you before. But now, you and the... Please keep dancing.
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well.
Got it.
big day! Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how this... Everybody's already here! Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
I'm here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work.
But we're not late, are we?
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any...
Oh, really?
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food and drinks, and chat about all sorts of fun.
Everything looks quite...
Wow! Paimon can't wait! Traveler, just look at all the delicious food here! Whoa! It's so delicious! Oh, this grilled meat tastes amazing!
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were holding a feast. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru, and wanted...
Ah, feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job.
My lady sure has a way with words. Thanks. I'm glad...
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together.
We owe it to our abilities. And...
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of succeeding?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and implement it successfully. Moreover, judging from the...
Yeah, everyone gave it their all when it mattered most. It was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show. Everyone played their part, and thanks to everyone's efforts, the performance was a great success.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes! Even after being abandoned and neglected so many times. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No, everything you said is...
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew...
Even if those two giants of the Academia are here, those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru. And what did they do in return? If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision, and won't interfere in any way. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. but every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the academia right now.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar for my own personal gain.
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's scribe.
Precisely.
Wait, is that all? So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things that I must do.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day. Just like I'm doing now.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings. But the atmosphere... No. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their hearts. Unlike the farces at the Academia, that happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane by studying. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
My lady, the grilled meat over there is delicious.
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. What an amazing place to relax.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilou invited everybody.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking. The feast is about having fun, not stuffy formalities.
Ah, there you are, traveler. Well, how is it? Are you... That's good. It's the first time I've ever invited You see, every guest here... Make sure you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're enjoying yourselves. I'm honored to have her think of me this way. I can't explain why.
The atmosphere here is good. I don't often come to such... I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise, there's always next time. We're friends after all.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake... Of course. Just wake...
It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. The connection between us is amazing. It's like I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent although you've already helped me with a lot. Please say thank you to everyone for me. But if I just show up all of a sudden, what if I end up Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So, I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. Everyone!
Are you awake now? Paimon was just It's me. Huh? That fool.
Hold up, what?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting.
No, of course not. Are you?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who?
Yes. I already know everyone.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the Traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril, and taking without you, without any of you. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, people refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. Please, allow me to...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you...
Dinyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness...
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need...
I'm... Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the Sage of Gluttony. All right, since you're awake now, she should be in the Academia right about...
What a fantastic night! I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy.
So are we. And that...
Is there anything you want? Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine? As far as I know, that nation...
Does their Archon personally judge people?
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, however, as Archon... Anyway... You mean, what happened after the... Not... However, in spite of the bad situation, I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate. The heaven... In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I used this point as leverage against the Doctor. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it's just a bluff, I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and let such And as for what I exchanged for... The exchange served as both punishment for the Doctor, as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse as the God of Wisdom. Are you sure? Huh? About your brother. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your brother.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Teyvat? So there shouldn't be anything on...
This is true in your case. Irminsul... However, there must be something different about your brother. Because...
What?
There's only one possible explanation. He belongs to this world.
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat?
According to the records I was able to access, after the Conria disaster, he began his journey. But just as his journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on him suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating his fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else.
But even that wouldn't explain how he somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
What's a Descender?
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from... A very important part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. External beings, ones that don't... Traveler, you are Teyvat's 4th Descender.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principle. As for the other Descenders, I still need to verify.
Paimon!
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each, and soon, you'll also... I'm very interested in your future. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
Paimon's sure glad we got to meet you, Nahida.
The pleasure is all mine. I can't thank you enough. Alright, that's enough talk for today.
I'll scout ahead.
Keep back!
Nice.
Share my knowledge!
Surrender and be gentle. Come a little closer.
Make yourselves at home! Help! I see everything!
You're in for a little. Don't be such a brute. Try not to enjoy this.
Share my knowledge! Everyone hold hands!
spark things up a little.
At the frying pan, into the fire!
Get back!
Boba, get them!